Think you know Ninja songs? Old school or new school? Stand a chance to win big on Gusto Guess the Song. To be a part of this, call the numbers on your screen right now. Come on board and let's do things the Gusto way.
Hello and welcome to Gusto News. This is Gusto TV and I am Ifeoluwa. Today on the news I've got TEMS Baby alongside YC, as well as ZLATAN Ibile, and we're rounding it up with Mr. Easy. But before I go on, I'll say thank you to you for all you do for us, for the likes, the comments, telling people about Gusto TV. Please keep doing so. And if you're new to this channel, please make sure you click on the subscribe button. And as well, you could take it a step further and click on the notification bell. That helps to notify you whenever we drop a new video. So starting off the news with TEMS, of course it would be fair, it wouldn't be wrong to say TEMS is having a good year. SS with Wizkid, yes, although it's from last year, but this year of course we know how much SS just grew over us. I mean, was declared the song of the summer in the US, and everybody's getting to know who TEMS is, and there is a remix, yes, featuring Justin Bieber, and she was still on that, on that one. So of course a lot have been happening around TEMS. Recently there's an announcement, a billboard picture making rounds online. Nigeria, TEMS is on Certified Lover Boy by Drake, and of course that is a huge one for her. She's excited, super excited. She's been posting on her social media page. Fans has been reacting to it, Fountain, oh, this is great, TEMS never disappoints, and all of that. Amidst all the accolades, amidst all the clapping, and everybody saying, look, this girl is here to put Afrobeat out, just as the other guys have been doing over the years. She's joining them in doing so much for music industry. But some people have a different perspective. Of course, you can never be on everybody's good book. And a particular person went up on Twitter to give his own perception or perspective or opinion about TEMS and her vocals. According to him, he feels like TEMS is overhyped or overrated. He feels like the ladies in the industry have been doing better, and maybe all the balls around TEMS is just, hype or something. And guess what? YC was there to defend her. The person goes on to say, there are plenty of female artists that can sing better than TEMS. I'm yet to find what is unique about her voice, except a lot of PR and Twitter hype. Chidima's voice sent chills down my spine. Tiwa Savage sent chills as well. Yemi Alade and Omar Umi are better singers. Unfortunately, there's nothing unique about TEMS' voice. Her voice is just normal to me. It doesn't send chills down my spine. I'm a musicologist, so I know what I am saying. P.S. This is my own opinion. If you like ratio from now till tomorrow, consign me. Okay, so this person feels like, look, the likes of Chidima, Yemi Alade, Tiwa Savage, these are like the big, the big women in Nigerian music industry before we got to hear, the amazing voice of TEMS. But it feels like these ladies are actually better than TEMS, and the reason everybody's talking about TEMS, or TEMS is doing what she's doing at the moment, is just a lot of PR been put into branding and all of that, and it could be a bit of Twitter hype as well. Well, YC comes with a very comic and funny response to this person, which a lot of people is happy about, because they're like, thank you, he needs chills, right? So he says, go lie down on top ice block. Since your spine, they find chills. Yes, of course, because the person kept going chills. This person said chills, that person said chills. And he comes to say, okay, since you need chills, go lie down on top of ice so that you can find chills, just as we've been finding. Anyways, people would always have their opinion about people as good as Wizkid, Davido, Burna Boy, Tiwa Savage, Yemi, and the likes are doing. We still get a lot of people who come up to say they are not good. So this, of course, is the fact that TEMS is now being recognized and people are beginning to debate around how good she is. So now moving on to the next news is ZLATAN Ibile. Of course, ZLATAN is one of those people referred to as the king of the streets. When it comes to street music, is like one of the most amazing one on there, and when we talk about someone who comes up with songs and dance steps, it's quite one of those persons that would come to your mind. Yes, a lot of times you give us songs that get us dancing, give us songs that, you know, leaves us with one slang or the other, Money No De Lagos, and all of that. You know, quite very artists that give us song that is really relatable, especially people who are lover of street music and dance kind of songs and all of that. Of course, this year we've seen yes, the dance song that with Davido, Mayokun, Alubarika, of course with ZLATAN himself, and Buju, yes, and that of course is doing so well at the moment, and he's been going on a whole lot of media rounds talking about the song and what we should be expecting. Of course, in an interview he went on to say that, look, his album will be coming out, and the song Alubarika is one of those songs we've seen of the album that is yet to release. But in this interview, he was being asked what he thinks about the fact that some people say that he's a one-hit artist, like he just came, gave us a hit, and he's been riding on the glory of the hit song from years back. Someone say, oh, with the song with Burna and all of that, that's the glory he's still riding on today. He's yet to give us a hit after these ones and all of that. So he went on to say, I've spent half a decade in this industry, and if people still talk about me, if I'm still relevant as at 2021, then it means that they are just talking, and they just need to continue talking about him, because to him, he's doing his best, and all he wants to do is just continue making good money, good music, keep making money, be sure that his family is okay, and he keeps getting the streams. And look, I would always drop hit song, whatever anybody thinks is actually their perception about him, but if he has been able to be in this industry with so much talent in 5 years and people still know who ZLATAN is, then definitely it's just people talking, and of course they would always talk. So now rounding on this one with Mr. Easy, one of those people can say, you know, when it comes to dancehall, and yes, of course, he's one of the most streamed Nigerian artists on Spotify, quite doing so well for himself. But there's one thing we know about Mr. Easy is, aside music, Mr. Easy as well is a businessman. Yes, he's a businessman. We've seen quite a couple of things and conversations that make you say that, like, Mr. Easy is not just doing the music, he's doing the music and he's doing a business that brings money from other parts. You know, well, this time around, he put up a tweet that maybe explains why we won't be getting an album anytime soon from him, because of course some people like, it's been a while, Mr. Easy, what's going on, let's hear something, drop something for us. But he has come on to explain why he might be slow on, you know, working on his album. He says, been recording my album, and I have noticed I get in studio and spend 70% of the time talking with my co-creators on how we can do business together, 20% recording, 10% playing all the shit I have recorded. Of course, they say you get result for what you give more of your time to, right? And for him, he's giving 70% of his time to other business that is not music, but definitely will benefit him on the long run. And he's giving his music, because of course music is what he does first, 20%, and he spends the remaining 10% of his time in the studio listening to what is recorded in the past. So yes, that's how he spends 100% of the time in the studio whenever he goes in to record his album. But of course, his album is not what gets 70% of that time. So if we're looking at the time he's spending on his album, we might not be getting anyone from Mr. Easy anytime soon. But one thing he has made us know is for sure is working on an album. So guys, that's the end of this news. If you're new to Gusto TV, please make sure you click on the subscribe button and as well on the notification bell, so you get to notify whenever we drop a new video, whenever we're going live or something, you get to notify. And of course, tell in the comment section what you think about this news. We'll be there to respond to some of your comments, and I'll see you guys on the next news. Bye.